Today is Friday, March 25th. I'm Maureen Kyle with your 3 News Now morning update. Thanks for spending a few minutes with me on the WKYC Facebook and Instagram pages. And we start with Holly for a check of today's forecast and over the weekend, Holly.
I know it's going to be the story, that's for sure, Maureen. Thanks. And as we look ahead, we'll have rain moving in if it hasn't already started by you, and mainly rain today. I say mainly because if you're real close to the lake, you could see a little wet snow mix in at times. But through the afternoon, we'll have scattered showers. It'll be that damp, just cool kind of vibe, with temperatures only around 40, low 40s through the evening. So if you've got dinner plans and things tonight, roads are going to be wet. Overnight, it gets very windy, and we see snow start to move in. And we continue with snows into tomorrow. It'll be on and off, and it's going to be windy and only in the 30s. And with those winds, it will feel even colder than that. So this last weekend of March is going to have a very winter vibe. Let's just say that. Lake effect snow is really building in as we get into Sunday, and primary snow belts, secondary snow belts, and there could absolutely be some accumulation, if not even significant. Wouldn't be surprised if we end up seeing some lake effect snow advisories, etc., issued by the National Weather Service at that point. So we'll keep you updated as we always do, but just plan on dusting off those winter coats, snow shovels, and preparing yourself for the cold weekend ahead. It's going to be a good movie weekend for sure. Highs only in the 30s, as I mentioned. We'll dry out Monday, Tuesday, stay cold both of those days, and then really warm it up by the middle of next week. 60 degrees with rain expected by next Wednesday, Maureen.
All right, good to see those temperatures rise back up. Holly, thank you. The Cleveland Browns' new quarterback is in the land this morning. Deshaun Watson just arrived in the city last night, and there's word of another investigation into the controversial quarterback's past. This is now the second time this month a Texas grand jury has decided not to indict Watson. You may remember earlier this month, it was a Central Houston area grand jury that also decided not to indict Watson on charges of sexual misconduct. Watson's attorney, Rusty Hardin, released a statement expressing gratitude for the decision not to indict, also writing, quote, "It is time to let the civil litigation proceed at a normal pace and for Deshaun Watson to take his place as the quarterback of the future for the Cleveland Browns." Tony Busby, the attorney representing the women who sued Watson, told ESPN that there are 4 more women who he expects who will file suits. All right, here are 3 other local headlines to know this morning. The Greater Cleveland RTA is issuing a statement after a person was shot and killed on the Health Line Monday. The company calls the incident tragic and rare and says it believes local buses and trains are safe. The RTA also announced later this year they will develop a new initiative to enhance safety and customer service aboard the vehicles. The suspect, 28-year-old DeLorne Martin, is in custody, charged with murder and contempt of court. Classes will resume today at Lorain County Community College after a bomb scare forced an evacuation at its main campus. Elyria police were alerted to the threat just after 3 p.m. yesterday. The buildings were searched, but nothing suspicious was found. So far, no arrests have been made. A main roadway in Warrensville Heights remains closed to traffic because of part of South Miles Road caving in early Thursday morning. Take a look. The road collapsed near Mill Creek near the Word Church there because of heavy rains earlier this week. Drivers are asked to use North Miles Road as an alternate. Well, this morning, the National Weather Service in Cleveland confirmed that a tornado touched down during Wednesday's storms. The EF0 tornado hit Richmond Township in Huron County. The report states the tornado touched down just after 6 Wednesday night and lasted 2 minutes. The wind reached up to 85 miles per hour. Some structural damage was reported, but no one was injured. The Ukrainian city of Odessa is bracing for a possible attack from Russia. Barricades of sandbags and anti-tank hedgehogs were put into place to prepare for Russian offensive against the city. Soldiers and residents in the area remain on high alert as Russia's month-old invasion of Ukraine continues. World leaders are concerned that the conflict shows no sign of ending soon and that it could even spread beyond Ukraine's borders. Meanwhile, President Biden has announced new sanctions against Russian lawmakers and $1 billion in humanitarian aid for Ukraine. Today, the Diocese of Cleveland will join churches from around the world to pray for peace around the world and an end to the war in Russia and Ukraine. Cleveland Bishop Edward Malesic will hold a mass at noon today at the Cathedral of St. John the Evangelist. The movement is being led by Pope Francis, who will hold services in Rome at 5 p.m. Well, a local photographer is helping out those in need over in Ukraine using his own talents here at home. Gabe Leidy is a freelance photographer from Parma whose wife is from Ukraine. He said he felt inspired by the Terminal Tower, which has been lit up in blue and yellow to show support for the country. So he took 6 photos and listed them on his website as the Ukraine Strong Collection in order to raise money to send overseas.
For about 7 days, the wife and I, like after work, I was just printing, packaging, framing stuff, mailing it all over the place. It's nothing in the grand scheme of things, but it's cool. It helps you feel like you're doing something to do anything at all, right? In a situation where you feel powerless.
Leidy has raised over $7,000 for the Cleveland Maidan Association. We have a link to his website online at WKYC.com. Well, thank you for taking time to join me for this 3 News Now morning update. Our digital team will continue to bring you the stories making headlines around Northeast Ohio and the world. Make sure you continue to check our social media pages and WKYC.com throughout the day. I'm Maureen Kyle. I will see you Monday morning on Go starting at 4:30 a.m. Have a great weekend.